Hey everybody. Just going to talk a little bit about myself. My name's Tyler Small. A lot of people call me Smalls. If you want to, that's fine. If not, that's fine too. So yes, I have heard "You're killing me, Smalls" before. It's usually the first thing anyone says when they hear my last name. But yeah, I'm going to tell you a little bit about me, kind of what's going on, where I teach, all that kind of stuff, and then I'll wrap it up talking a little bit about the comparison between the two readings for chapter one. All right. So to start off, I graduated from Millersville in 2015. Kind of coming back from my grad school now. It's close, and I really had a good experience. So I really like Millersville. But currently, I teach at Wilson High School in Reading. It's a great school. I actually got hired right out of college, and it's been doing me pretty well so far ever since. Been teaching there for 2 years now. I teach biology to the high schooler. I also teach a Project Lead the Way engineering course. That's brand new. I'm actually the only one that teaches it, and I'm kind of working the kinks out of it to try to make it a little bit better. It's an environmental sustainability course, and I've never really taught a Project Lead the Way course before, so it's a little different. But I'm still working out a lot of the kinks in teaching, trying to get my classroom management going, and all the different techniques and tools that you need to be a good teacher. Some things about me in my more personal life. I love Ultimate Frisbee. I play it all the time. I actually played for the Millersville Ultimate Frisbee team while I was there. I even started a club. These are some of my kids at my high school. Started it from scratch, kind of from the ground up. Was able to build it. Right now I have about 40 kids that play with me almost 2 to 3 times a week. And we actually just had a tournament last week on the last week of school where I had 12 teams of 5 sign up for this tournament where they can all play against each other. So it's really grown in the last 2 years, and it's a really big passion of mine. But I love Ultimate Frisbee. I also played soccer and golf kind of all through high school and college, and those are probably a lot of my hobbies. Another big thing is I actually just bought a house, and I actually just got engaged about 3 weeks ago now. A lot of big things happened in the summer. I don't know why I chose to do grad school and a house and a wedding all in the same time. But hey, I mean, that's what I decided to do. So this is my fiance. Her name's Leah over here. This is me, obviously. But yeah, so that's all going on this summer too. So anyway, to get to the actual point of this assignment, kind of talking about the 2 books, here's just some thoughts I had about the 2 books. For the 7 Strategies book, I thought that this one was more for units than individual lessons, kind of planning the whole, multitude of activities and lessons for a whole unit, including lectures and labs and tests and all that kind of stuff. Whereas the other one, the 6 Parts of Assessment blog, was more focused on an individual lesson. It's kind of more like one lab for one day, where I thought the 7 Strategies was more for, a unit, which might take like a month. I thought the 7 Strategies book was very useful for formative assessments. They went into a lot of detail about formative assessments and how they are used and kind of how to use them and all that kind of stuff. But one thing I noticed with the 6 Parts of Assessment is I found it might be pretty hard to monitor the student work for a group report. I like the collaboration part of it, the kind of peers working together. But one thing that I think I would need to see in order for it to work effectively would be when they do the group report to make sure one kid isn't doing all the work for everyone else and then presenting that report for them and kind of make sure everyone's accountable for their own work. I thought that because I'm a biology teacher, this 6 Parts of Assessment book would be very useful for labs and kind of engaging and exploring different scientific topics. But I think that the 7 Strategies is also a very good way to engage, especially at the beginning, and kind of like, why am I learning this type of stuff? But it's also much better at kind of connecting the dots, like I said, between a whole unit. So where are we going, closing the gap, all those parts I feel like are more seen in the 7 Strategies versus the 6 Parts of Assessment. All right, well, that's pretty much all I got. So look forward to working with you guys. Thanks for listening.